You know what I find funny? That the tactics that we used when we were small children are so similar to the ones that we use today when it comes to dating. And what I'm talking about here is flirting. Remember back in the day when you were a young little man and you were on the playground and you would maybe make fun of the girl that you liked, or the girl that had a crush on you would make fun of you and tease you, right? Teasing was this weird form of secretly saying I liked you, okay? The same thing applies today. When you are 18, when you are 30, when you are 50, when you are 70. Some of the same rules apply. There are a few things that women say a lot. They've said it to me when I was dating a bunch. They say it to my clients that I work with. And they say it, and it sounds like it could come off as mean or rude. And really what they're doing is they're flirting with you. And this is 100% subconscious. That means that they're not actually aware that they're doing this to flirt with you. They're not saying to themselves on a conscious level, I'm gonna be sort of mean to him, I'm gonna tease him, I'm gonna say this so he knows that I like him. No, that's not it. Really, they're just doing this mainly because they're kind of nervous and they're not really sure how to react. So it comes off in this kind of rude way, but really they mean it in a nice way. So we're gonna give you the top 5, the most common things that women say to you that are mean, but they're actually showing interest. The biggest one of all is shut up, okay? So I wanna be very clear here. These things that I'm saying to you, it's not gonna be in a harsh tone. So tone plays a big part of it, right? If a girl says to you, shut up, or will you shut up, right? And her face is kind of crinkled like this and she's giving a lot of negative energy into it, like shut up, that's not flirting, okay? But she might say, oh, shut up, and she's got a smile on her face, or she's gonna touch you a little bit, oh, shut up, oh, shut up, oh, stop it, right? Stop it, shut up. That is her flirting with you. This is gonna be in response to something you might be saying. And by the way, she might be saying this over text, but mainly this is gonna be in person. Shut up, stop it, right? With the big smile on her face. She's not literally telling you to shut up. She's not literally telling you to stop, but this is her reaction to you saying something. Usually, the reaction in this case, and some of the other examples I'll be giving you today, is when you're flirting with her. So if you're flirting with her and you're saying something to her and you're teasing her a little bit, she's gonna say, shut up, shut up. So I want you to pay attention to this, because if you see that she's doing this, if you see that she's flirting, this means you can use dominance to take the interaction to the next level and keep pushing it forward and keep showing just a little bit of interest in her and making sure that you're taking the interaction further along so it can actually go somewhere. Maybe that's a date, maybe that's in the bedroom, whatever it may be, but pay attention to these signs. All right, let's go to the next one. This is gonna be her kind of calling you out on maybe being cocky or maybe showing off a little bit. So she's almost giving you this weird backhanded compliment, and it's gonna sound kind of harsh. It's not something you necessarily want to hear from someone, but you do in this context, because in this context, it's flirting. So the first one is, you're such a player. So if she's saying that you're a player, or she's basically putting you in that category of player, and this might sound kind of out of context because you're probably like, well, what the heck am I gonna say where she's gonna say that? Sometimes it's nothing. Sometimes you're just being really good at flirting or very charismatic, then she'll just call you a player, okay? I've been called a player before, and it's funny because at first I thought it was something that was harsh, or she was calling me out, but at the end of the day, we actually moved the relationship forward and we hooked up, and so she didn't really care. She was just teasing, and I think she actually secretly liked it. So she's saying that you're a player. Another thing is she's gonna say, oh, you think you're so cool. It's like, oh, you think you're so cool, don't you? Right? So she's kind of calling you out on you being a very suave guy, calling you player, calling you cool, saying something like, oh, you think everyone loves you, don't you? Right? So these are things where she's saying it and it sounds like she's kind of attacking you a little bit. And even if she says it in a harsh tone, like you're a player, or you think everyone likes you, don't you? Even in this one, if she's doing it a little bit harsh, this is her flirting with you. This is her showing interest. This is her kind of calling you out. Because secretly, She doesn't want you to be arrogant. She doesn't want you to be a player, but on this kind of biological level, I know it sounds so strange, she does, because it shows that you are actually a valuable guy that people like and people want. Okay, so make sure you're paying attention to this. This is this one category here. Player, you're so cool, or calling you out on being suave or charismatic. Now, the opposite is true too. So imagine if she calls you out on being a dweeb or a dork, or sort of an insulting term that's calling you a loser, but she's doing it in this playful way. She can even say that, like, oh, you're such a loser, or whatever. You know, and of course, in this one, it's a little bit different if she's saying it to you in a way where she goes, you're a dork, or you're a loser, or something like that. That means she's probably telling you the truth there in terms of her thoughts and feelings. I'd say it's a very rare circumstance you're ever going to have that. So usually it's going to be like, oh, you're such a dork. You're such a dweeb. Oh my God, you're being such a loser right now, right? But she does it with this smile on her face. Again, this is her teasing you. When a person teases, and I tell you all the time, you got to make sure that you're doing these light teases too when you're talking to a girl and flirting with her. These light teases are her way of subconsciously flirting and showing interest. I know it sounds so wacky and so wild and so counterintuitive to what you might think, but this is just how it goes. I think one of the reasons why this occurs is because people are too nervous to show actual intentions, like I like you, or you're pretty, or you're cool, or the girl says too, like, I think I really like you, or I think you're an awesome guy. Of course that can happen sometimes, but people are kind of nervous to show that and be so vulnerable and put all their cards out there. So in this weird way, it's like they make up for it by doing the complete opposite, because they're not sure exactly what to do. So sometimes they'll do that. All right, so I have two more for you, and they're sort of similar, but let's get into it. The next one is you're the worst. Okay, that's a common one. I know that sounds sort of similar to the other ones, you know, but because it's a tease, but this one happens a lot. I don't know why, but women always say that. It's just such a common thing when they're flirting with you. They go, you are the worst. You are the worst. They just say that. It's a common phrase these days. You're the worst. Of course, she might not necessarily say it, but when she says it, she's flirting with you 100%. You're the worst. Really, she's telling you, I'm into you and you're the best. Okay, I'm gonna give you the next one in just a second here. This next one is a really, really big flirt, and sometimes women will say this, and it's not meant on a literal level, okay? This is a flirt. It's not necessarily a tease. This is a different category. Before I get into that, I just want to remind you, what we're talking about here is flirting. And a lot of guys are probably like, yeah, this is cool, but I want to know how to flirt with her. How do I flirt with her instead of just reading the signs that she's interested in me? Well, I actually have a whole module in my Hooked program that's called Effortless Flirting. This is an hour video inside of the Hooked program that teaches you everything you need to know to flirt with a woman and tease her, and specific examples of what to say. And you can find that, like I said, in the Hooked program, and you can find the Hooked program at getherhooked.com. I'll put a link in the description down below. A lot of guys are getting this program now because they're tapping into this so they can study it. So when they go back out there and they're meeting women, this is going to help them. So I urge you to do the same. Go to the description, get to getherhooked.com so you can learn how to flirt too within this bigger program. Okay, here's the last one. It is, you're so bad for me. So a woman will say that. She'll go, you're so bad for me, or you're bad for me, or this, she'll say like, this is not gonna work out, like, you're bad for me. This is bad news, you're trouble, right? You're bad. She's saying that, even if she says in a harsher tone, like, no, this is bad, like, you're bad for me, like, you're bad for me, like, this is trouble. She means that she's starting to become attracted to you, but she's not sure about you yet, but she can't help her primal desire for you, so she will say that to you. A lot of times this is said, I feel like, over text message, because it's such a flirty thing to say that women might have a hard time saying it in person because they know it's flirty. So it's not necessarily meant to be literal, where she's saying like, you're bad for me, go away, stop talking to me. She's just kind of like, oh, I'm in the middle of being seduced by you, and I like it, but oh no, you're bad for me because of whatever, so-and-so reasons, whatever it may be. So when she says that, she actually means that she really likes you. Pay attention to that one. Have you ever heard these? I'm really curious, legit. Tell me down below in the comments, have you heard any of these? If you have, tell me which one you've heard before. Okay, tell me which one you've heard before. I have them right here. I'll do a little recap. It's shut up, Something around you're such a player, another thing around you're such a dork or dweeb, another one you're the worst, and the fifth one is you're so bad for me or you're trouble. If you've heard that, write it down below. I'm curious to hear which ones you have heard, and of course I'll be in the comments down below as well. Don't forget, get the Hooked program today. Link in the description, getherhooked.com, so we can help you with flirting and get to the point where you're flirting so much that she's gonna say one of these things to you. It works like a charm, and I'll see you on the next video.